sorry we're running late. I have computer issues. I have a brand new Alienware computer and this sucker won't turn on at all. I've tried 50,000 ways to Sunday and I never use that computer for anything other than live streaming, but
Well, you overworked it. You overworked it with how good your live streams are. It was like it had to work really hard.
Yeah, whatever. But you know what this week we're talking about, Joe?
What are we talking about?
You know how like when you're making content and like you're like, I've run out of ideas. I'm tired of my content. You become really frustrated because you're like, I don't want to do another freaking housing crash video. Like what? I'm in a total rut. Like, how do I get out of this rut? I don't even know what to make. I don't know how many times I hear that. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't have any ideas for this week to make content. What do you usually tell people when they're in that mode?
A lot of times so the biggest thing is like you'll get someone will make a video and they'll get some views on it or whatever, and then they go down that path, right?
Mhm.
And then it's like, I don't really know. And like the biggest part is I think understanding, like going back and looking at different things, but even just your like structure of video, like the anatomy of your video and how you put things together make a huge difference. And so like I think a lot of people just don't put any planning into it, and they literally just set up the camera and then they put their smile on and then they start talking, but there's no planning at all, really.
I don't think they have a structure. I think
Right.
that comes down to like a system of how to find content to make. I think another thing that I think people rely on is like you look at TubeBuddy, you get this, or you get a thing from vidIQ, and it's like, oh, this is what's trending in your niche right now.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I got to make a video on that. And then you become frustrated because you made a video on that because of you followed their advice and then it didn't really work out the way you anticipated.
Yeah.
I-
It's very demotivating if you're going to be putting a lot of effort into a video and then it totally flops. And if you keep doing that over and over and over, it's like, I don't want to make a video because no one's even watching it, or a few people are watching it.
or you put in a lot of effort in a video and then somebody who's just walking around with a selfie stick and sunglasses and a douche canoe shirt
Yeah.
is like, I mean, making up like nonsense content, and they basically had a very similar title to you and they get tens of thousands of views, and there you are, you spent the last 3 days editing it and it turns out like garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be very disheartening, but there's also things that we can learn from that, right? I mean, there's patterns, and there's things that it's like, well, what is he doing that's different, or what is he doing that's getting people to to watch his content? Is it because he's outside? Is it because he's walking down a path or a different path each video and talking about that for a second before he gets into or whatever, like I think a lot of us make content for what we want instead of realizing like what the viewer wants.
That's one of those things that everybody should be going into their analytics and see who's watching your videos. Who is it? Who's watching your videos? Who's commenting on your videos? See what else they're watching. Go into your analytics again, and then it'll tell you the other channels they're watching, and start like almost like look at their pattern.
Yeah.
Look at how they start their videos. Look how long their videos are. Look how their titles are. How is it structured? How often are they uploading? Pay attention to all those things, and you'll make it a lot easier. Don't get me wrong, I get frustrated all the time. It's but honestly, the frustration's on me because I didn't spend the time to look at my analytics. I didn't spend the time to understand what my client or my viewers are watching right now. When my videos tank, I have no one to blame but myself. I can't blame the algorithm. I can't blame other YouTubers. I can't blame anything. It all comes down to me because the information is there. And all I had to do is follow the pattern. and
Yeah.
I get off course. I've been off course for a little while. I just finally like, all right, Kristina, stop doing it.
That brings up a really good point, is that the people that watch your video from 6 months ago, their interest and their things that they may have moved on from a certain topic that that you have been, that you've found success for in the past. And so going in and actually looking at some of the subscribers and some of the viewers and see what other channels are subscribed to, and see, just going back and doing a few extra things to see, is my person who I think it is, or do I need to adjust it? Daryl always says analyze and adjust. I was like, is that something that we forget to do? Because we all may have like the process or have an idea of the process, but it's the work and remembering to do it each time. And I think that's the hard thing, is because I've found that when you go in there, at least for my analytics, I've been very surprised at like the topics that people are interested in, and then they resurface like 6 months later. So it's just kind of, oh, I could be making this because this person has just recently commented on a video that's 6 months old.
Yep. I know. And that's the other thing too, is like I think sometimes that I know my person, but if I haven't been paying attention, my person changed. Like anybody that knows me, I have this I've named my avatar. His name is Frank, and I think I know him, but he changes a lot. Things that were like really fueling his fire a year ago are not the same things that are fueling his fire today. So that changes that changes the type of content I make.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing, right? Is it's recognizing that, you don't blame YouTube, you don't blame the algorithm, you blame your research, you blame your, preparation and the content that you're making. And when it's funny though, but then when you do have a video that pops off or whatever, then it's like, oh, it's all me. Like I did all of it. It wasn't, any of that other stuff. And so I think that's the key, is finding those trends and the things that your avatar wants to see and likes to see, and you make that content that fits within your niche. And that's the hard thing to do, right? Because a lot of people are like, well, if my location is not my niche, then what is my niche? Because I think you've said it plenty of times now, that a lot of people that watch our channel know that our location is not our niche. So they know that, but now they're like, well, then how do we break that down? How do we structure videos? If I've been making videos in Timbuktu, and everything about Timbuktu, how do I transition to making content that's not about that?
Well, you just basically you analyze and you adjust.
Right?
You go through your content and see what they're watching now, or watching in the last 90 days. What's your top performing videos in the last 90 days? And then you analyze those videos and see how you can find your niche within those videos. One person that's in our group, like, kind of was analyzing, realized, which she was surprised, Airbnb. Her people were watching Airbnb.
Yep.
That's what they're watching. So she was like, I don't know anything about Airbnb. I'm like, yeah, but they're watching it. So I think you need to make a video on Airbnb. And she's like, you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
And it's just because she's been studying it. Smart way of looking at things. So.
Well, and the other thing too is it did two things. One, it follows her avatar, it follows the person that she's interested to, and it's now giving her content ideas. So
Right.
where she can make videos because, oh, I know the content, I know this, like it takes away one of those things of, I got to make a video, but I don't know what to make it about.
I concur. I was seeing if we're making sure we were live. There's nobody in the chat today. I'm a little disappointed.
All right, it says join the chat. Is there something that we need to do here? Because it doesn't look like, is it not connected?
It should be connected.
Hmm.
Are you looking on Facebook, or are you looking on the YouTubes?
I'm in the StreamYard.
Oh, I'm in the YouTubes.
Oh, it says it needs to connect, but I think but that might just be for me personally.
I think it's all for you personally. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. See. Hi. hi. I'll just go ahead and put hi. See, now you should see. Yep, it's working.
Yay, it's working.
All right. Well, we got somebody else in there, so now we got two people in there. Oh, here, check. See, there is somebody. There's
All right, we got it. Oh, that was yeah. We were just talking about that's Zach, I believe.
all right. Well, look,
or his dad.
One or the other. Since he's first, why don't we let him go first?
Yeah. All right.
That's all right. All right. We're gonna share screen here. Sarasota lifestyle, buy, sell, living lifestyle. New videos every week. Subscribe. Learned about the. Okay, I'll stop singing. Oh my God! Can you tell that is a spitting image?
They look exactly the same.
Yes. Just know that when you grow up, you're gonna look just like this man to the left of you. Oh man, those genetics are strong. All right, so let's talk about your oh, did you notice the corners are rounded?
Yeah, it updated.
Yep.
It did on the mobile, and now it looks like it's up on desktop now.
Yep. Oh, and so are the thumbnails. Look, rounded. All the thumbnails are rounded.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, sorry. I got off track. All right, so you have new videos. Subscribe. Learned about living in Sarasota, living in and loving Sarasota, Florida. Okay, I love the background. I'll tell you that first. The background's perfect. You guys being in there is perfect. I would take off the new videos every week and subscribe, because they're going to subscribe if you provide good content. You don't need to tell them to subscribe. The banner should be your value proposition to the person watching your videos. What is it they're going to gain from watching your videos? And that's what you should put, like all things about moving to Sarasota, Florida. That is a value proposition. Joe?
I agree. Definitely the picture's great. The pictures of them, it's great. Like, same thing. The white text is a little hard to see. And if you got rid of the subscribe and you made that, like what Kristina was saying, like, living in, or, something about Sarasota, like, have that, the value proposition, but really a lot, almost as big as like what you have subscribe, and just get rid of all of that. The buy, sell lifestyle, if you're going to do that, the outline or the stroke around it, it just makes it look not very clean. Yeah. So if you're going to do that, do a drop shadow, like a black drop shadow.
I would just say make it the font the same font as the subscribe, because it's chunky and easy to read.
Yeah, but even the subscribe, because of the white strike and it's, the stroke around it, it makes it to me, it doesn't look as clean as it could.
Right. Yeah, so, I would. Yeah, the white outline is a let it go. Let it
go. And then like the Sarasota lifestyle for your profile picture, I would use like your pictures, like I would put both of you in there. Like you could kind of like have one popping behind the other or something like that. But that, it's too small and no one's even going to be able to read what that is.
I would use their image. People don't connect with a logo unless you're like Coca-Cola or the Gap. I mean, those are well-known brands.
Yep.
And don't think because you have a fancy logo that you're going to become a well-known brand. People don't connect with the brand logos. They connect with people. Yeah. And that's what you want to do, is connect with more people. So I would put your faces in that profile picture.
Yep. I agree 100%.
Okay. So let's look at their about section really quick. All right. They started in 2014. Welcome to Sarasota Lifestyle on YouTube. Join Mike Payne and his son Zach for Relocation Straight Talk, inc.real estate, and rewarding our outdoor lifestyle around Sarasota, Florida. Lifestyle videos plus straight talk videos and relocation. Well-informed decision makers who aren't tainted by the happy talk PR hype. I would redo this whole paragraph.
Yeah.
This makes literally no sense, and it has no value proposition to the person watching.
Yeah. Why does someone want to go to Sarasota?
Like,
What's
what's the movie? Why would somebody want to relocate there? That's what I would do. Is I would make this about that first paragraph should be why would anybody want to relocate to Sarasota?
Yep. I agree. Going down a little further. Yeah, just the whole thing probably. The phone numbers are fine. That's fine. I would have, like get rid of the Facebook, your Facebook pages, your
Yeah.
Instagram page, just get rid of all of that and just have book a call and have it go to a very simple squeeze page, landing page where they can either with a Calendly or a page where they can put their information and that's the only thing they can do.
Right, because even when you go and go to their website, it just takes you to their website. There's nothing for them to do other than look at other stuff. And what you really want them to do is contact you, connect with you. Like you want them to talk to you.
And the point is yes, if someone spent enough time, like they could navigate to the contact page and get a hold of you. But what your idea is to make it as simple as possible. And it's the only thing they can do on that page is put in their information or book a call. Because this to me is a little confusing of like, are you a tourist shop or do you sell real estate?
That's what I was just going to say the same thing. I am so confused on why they're selling merch on their front page of their real estate website.
Yeah.
This is so confusing to me. I know we're not talking about websites. Okay, so we're just going to go to real estate. I'm going to I went to real estate. No, just have them book a call with you.
Yeah, have a very, very simple. Maybe Kristina, do you want to pull up your book a call?
Okay, yeah, sure. So, if anybody was to hit my my website, can you see with this, Joe?
Let me see here. Yep.
Okay, so if you go to my website, literally, there's only one thing you can do. Anytime they hit any of these pink buttons, it takes you to the same thing. It takes them to this. Either they're looking for a referral or they're requesting a collaboration. And both of them pretty much are filled out the same. So even if they filled out the wrong form. And this is it. This is all that you can do on my website. That's it.
Yeah. There's some comments. He says, we do both. My dad has a large Facebook page about Sarasota, but you need to focus in on real estate. This is a real estate channel. Like if you're not going to like what you're doing is if you're putting out that plus like you also sell merch for the area or it's going to confuse like the algorithm and they're not going to know who to serve your content to because they don't know if you're there on vacation and you're just there to buy a hat or if you're there to buy some real estate. You want it really, really simple. I put in the private chat my link to my opt-in if you wanted to show them that. This is one that's super simple. Same idea, exactly like what Kristina's is, but it's just very simple. Like they can't, like either they fill it out or they don't.
I'm gonna put it in right now. I put it in the chat too, so they can. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's as easy as that. That's all you need, and it works. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't. It works for mobile. It works for desktop. But doing those types of things, and look, there's no navigation. They can't go anywhere. They either close and it opens up in a new window. So it closes out and they go back to YouTube or gotta have a little humor in it too, right?
So when they fill it out, this is what they get.
And if they don't laugh at that, then we're probably not going to be working together because that's the personality part.
I don't have a personality.
All right. That's the funniest thing I think I've heard all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, those, if you'll just put a couple little things like that and then just focus on your content on being more specific for real estate, and like, and if you want to do another thing with the other, start another channel.
Mhm.
You don't have to do it all on this channel. You can have another channel, which is what we recommend you do.
Yep. Yep. There's plenty of our students that have had channels for quite some time, and they're so scared to start over. And then after they start over and start putting out content, they're like, "Well, this is doing better than my old channel."
And that channel was 5 years old.
I'm like, "We know, we know. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. It's all right. We're gonna be here for you." All right, we ready to go on to the next
Yep,
one?
let's do the next one.
Oh, I want to let them know too, Sarasota lifestyle. I mean, we're just giving you a few little tips for you to work on. You're more than welcome to come back at another time.
Yes.
Yeah, so don't like we'll get into more tips for you for the next time you decide to get a review. All right, we're gonna share this tab instead. All right, real estate channel, Lauren Hudson.
I
Subscribe.
like that she's sitting on the real estate sold sign.
I do like that. I don't like her real estate
It's
channel.
too low. It's too small. I can't even see.
But there's no value proposition to this. It's
I
just
can't.
her name.
I
Can you
couldn't
see
even
it?
see it though.
I know,
There.
like, if I zoom in,
Yeah.
like, and I'm zooming in, But who is this for? Like, where's your value for the person that's watching?
Right. Right. It again, where is she have like a location that she's doing, or is it just, is this a new channel?
I don't know. It says Homes by Lauren Hudson. All right. Let's look at her about section. Oh, she just started this January
Yeah.
2022.
Okay.
I would add more to your description. Like, just, add your value, what they're gonna get from your content. I would add that in there.
She seems like she has a pretty good personality just from like the way her pictures are and everything. So like that's where you kind of would like to use that personality to let them get a little bit of a feel of how how you do real estate and like the areas that you are expert in. Those types of things, offer that value proposition.
Yeah, I would also, what was I gonna say? I would also, so you have this link to your bio, and all it goes to is,
My LinkedIn page, or what is it?
I don't is that LinkedIn?
No, I don't know what it is. Maybe
I
it's a
don't
link tree.
maybe it's a link tree.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I would want something a little bit clearer and a little bit more,
Hit the schedule a meeting with me.
yeah, I would automatically go to
Yeah,
this.
go right to that page.
Yeah.
Yeah, just skip that page, the other page all together, and just go directly to that page.
Yeah, so the link should be going to this calendly.com, Lauren sells okay, which stands for Oklahoma, in case you didn't know.
I had a guess that's
Uh,
what it be.
yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that. All right, let's go back here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Christina. All right, yeah, so it just adds a little bit more value proposition. Change this link out to your Calendly, which would be better. Let's go back to your homepage. Her videos, looks like she's mostly doing shorts.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay, so let's look at her shorts. Yeah, I mean, she's just starting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, there's like her thumbnails are fine for her shorts. I would take off that the logo at the bottom though. I don't think that's necessary. Make it clearer for the person to see. Shorts thumbnails are not nearly as important. Not even close.
Yeah, you're literally just scrolling to the it would almost be like what's your first, like your first frame of your video.
Right. Right. And I don't even like even the ones she does have like a just like a house or whatever. I don't mind it. The only thing I would do is I would remove the logo. Like she's got this little logo. I would remove that. You don't need
Yeah, I
that.
didn't. I didn't know if that was in the picture or if that's the
No,
thumbnail.
it's on the thumbnail. She
And
has.
then the Moonshine Mountains. That's pretty small.
Yeah, it is.
So if you're going to have that in there, or at least any, like if you're going to have a word or two, they need to be much bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The pictures are beautiful though. Like you could do a lot with that just by adjusting a couple little things on the thumbnail.
Yeah. Like up the saturation a bit and sharpness.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd move this. I would make it mountain view because you already have Moonshine Mountain on here on the title. So I'd move that where it said like mountain views. I would have that as the word, and maybe like an arrow pointing to like
arrow, or maybe even a for sale sign and it has land on it or something like that.
Yeah, I was just thinking like more of like almost like a pin you would put into
like a Google
map.
Maps.
Yeah, like stick that there and put you like
yeah.
you here or something to grab people's attention. Instead of even the words Mountain View.
Yeah, you can get rid of that altogether and just do
the drop pin with the word you and make it in red so it really pops off that green. And yeah, up the saturation and the sharpness on that. But the one right next to it, the hidden jewel, that's a beautiful view of the house.
Yep.
Beautiful angle. The like the statue.
Is that a home tour?
Yeah, it's a 2-bedroom cabin.
It's like a lifestyle video,
I guess.
So that brings up a really good point. When you show a house, something like that, and then it's not the house, that is it the house though? I don't want to say anything, but like just from the previews, it looks like they're doing more of like the area around it.
I don't know.
It's only 1:40. Let's skip forward a little bit. What is it?
Oh, it is the house.
Okay. Well, that was weird. Why?
Oh, it's nice.
That's a beautiful home.
Oh, sign me up. How much?
So is it? So okay. This is what we were seeing. So that's.
Yeah. So I think she was showing the area.
Yeah.
Like, this is where the cabin is, but this is where it's right. This is right down the road from you.
Yeah. Which makes a lot more sense now that you're watching it. But the way that the thumbnail is, it's almost like a takeaway where it's like, oh, I think this is going to be a home tour, and then it's not. It's like kind of a collage of an area.
Yeah, but then she goes back to the house,
which I think is great.
Yeah,
I'm just.
You could have stretched out this home tour a little bit more because I personally like, I see homes all the time. I would have loved to spent some more time looking at this house.
Yep.
I would have. I mean, I love that you put this, all the cool stuff that's in that area. I love that you did that, but I would have loved to seen more and spent more time on the house itself.
Yeah, especially where you're if you're trying to sell that, like. Though the video is stunning, the imagery, everything on it was amazing. Like spend more time with that. And I would have had, if you're selling it, I would have had a price that went along the skyline there, and just like had like inside this beautiful 2-bedroom 2-bath cabin tucked away. Like this, the description's great.
I would also have your pinned comment and said, want more information on this home? Click here, and then have it go to your Calendly again.
Yep. But that's a beautiful little cabin. Wow.
I know. We never watch a video. I was sat there and watched the whole darn thing. And
it was good.
There was no there was no sound on that either. And I sat there mouth
But that goes back to kind of what we were talking about, is like when you have good content, then it sucks you in. And especially with like in real estate, if you're going after someone that's looking for something like that, they're going to be all in. And so I really believe they're going to be like, show me more of the house. I don't care about the cow and I don't care about the chickens and all that. I want to see the house. Maybe you have another playlist that talks about that area, but the tour itself is like what you spend most of the time on. Because that was a great video that you could definitely capitalize on by just a simple thing of pinning your comment of book a call for a tour or to see if this is available still.
Yep. All right, let's move along to the next one. We're sharing this tab. Maureen Wynn has a Central Florida realtor. All right. Helping you move to Florida. Simple, easy to understand. I don't mind her value proposition. Easy enough. I think it's a little hard to read.
The text is a little bit, yep.
Yeah, the text is a little hard to read, but I like the background. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I think if you're gonna keep it white, then don't blow out the drop shadow so much and make it darker so that there's more of a line.
Right.
And that will help with your text, button as well. Or your text.
If Maureen's in the chat, I need her to tell me if the Altamont eyesore is still there. There's a story about this. And there's a building that was started by I won't get into who it was started by, but they built this whole thing up and it's just the frame and they never finished it. So it was just this building that was sitting there, this concrete frame, and they called it the Altamont Springs eyesore because it was right on the interstate.
And they never like they didn't do like any more. It just did like the outside structure.
Yep, and they made them put windows on it at one time, so that they had to put windows on it because it was just concrete just sitting there. So they put the windows on, and then a hurricane came through and blew out the windows.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody bought it. I want to know if the Altamont eyesore is still there.
It says the eyesore on it is complete.
Oh, the eyesore on it is complete. Okay. Well, Maureen must be watching. All right, here we go. I love her jewel color shirt and how it kind of goes with her the Florida.
Yep.
That's really neat.
And it pops right off the blue too.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And then her profile picture is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Do you concur?
I concur.
All right, let's look at her about section really quick. All right, she started in 2017, same time I did. All right. Oh, look, she even has a contact for her. If you're thinking of moving to Central Florida, then you've come to the right channel to get all the information you need. I go out weekly to tour communities and homes, so you don't have to. My name is Maureen. Perfect. Good enough for me.
Yep, great.
Good enough for me. All right, let's look at her contact form. See if it's there. Share this tab. Look at her.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Super simple. You can't go anywhere, so you either fill it out or you leave.
Oh my God, so nice. The only thing I would do is I would even make this even more simple. I'd take off the "How'd you find us?"
Yeah.
I take that off.
Yeah, you'll get those in your questions when you actually talk with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Other than that.
The other thing that you can do too, and this is more of like a technical thing, but like if you are having a link, you can have forms that are hidden that will trigger and tell you where it came from. So if it's on your YouTube, you don't even have to ask them because it already knows where the lead came from.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right, let's go back to her homepage. Let's do this. All right, she's got a nice pinned video at the top. She's got some playlists. All right, popular videos, community tours, new home construction, and her shorts. Very good. All right. You're doing a lot of right things, doing lots of right stuff. Okay, here we go. She's got the Vanna pose over here, the first one you see. Hills of Mineola. Best community in Central Florida, Hills of Mineola. What do you want to say?
So she's too small is probably the first thing. If you're gonna be on it, really, we talk a lot about the rule of thirds, where you need to take a third of that thumbnail as your image and see the whites of your eyes. If you can't see the whites of your eyes, it might not be big enough. The text is really it's white. So for me, where I'm looking at it right here, it's a little hard to read. So if you were going to do something, maybe, just like, I just think you just need the picture and maybe like an arrow or something pointing, and you don't even need the, what does it say?
Mineola.
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 Because you already say that in the title. It's already in there. So you're saying it twice.
I would take her off of there. These are tours. These are tours
but is it a community tour or is it a home tour?
Yeah, but she's showing, like, even to me, even if it's a tour, she's touring this. People want to see, because she's showing a Del Webb home.
I gotcha. Well, then if you are going to take yourself off, then you could leave that bigger, but
in my opinion, is the best you can get.
I don't know why I keep putting it on mute. Normally when you put it on mute, it won't play the next time, but it's acting funny. Oh, here's a big no-no.
Yeah, it's keyword stuffing.
Yep. So you probably don't know that you're doing this because you do this on other social media sites, but you see how you did the hashtag Claremont, like you're doing all these little hashtags. This would not matter on any other social media site, but this is considered keyword stuffing according to YouTube. You want to put this in the section where it's for keywords when you're uploading, right? This section, if you want to add hashtags, they only count the first 3. So put your hashtags for the first 3, right? And then she hashtagged it again up in her in her
title.
In her title. These are, like, I'm sure what you're trying to do is make it more SEO rich, but all you're doing is keyword stuffing, and actually it's suppressing your content. YouTube knows what you're doing. They hate it, and they will suppress your content because of it.
Yeah, you'd be better off just writing like something that sounds more like natural and human and for the viewer, and make it like you could make it like a juicy, type of title that's like this, little known secrets about this area or whatever, but where you put all of that stuff in there and the keywords, it's not helping you get, like, we talk a lot about this in our live stream, but there's no like Google juice that's going to like promote your page or your channel because you've followed this keyword strategy. The algorithm doesn't look at it like that anymore because it's so smart that it already knows what you're talking about in your content. Yeah.
Yep. And I would just show the community.
Yeah.
In your thumbnail with a house, right?
And if you like, here's the thing too, though, is we talk a lot about this too, though, is that you can test and adjust. I take the advice, put it on there without you on it, and test it against one that you're on it, and see which one does better. Because if your goal is to get more views, that's where those little tweaks and testing will give you some good data.
So this video doesn't have her on the thumbnail, but it should, because it's like a vlog, really. It starts off with her just talking about the area and everything. And like, to me, this is where she should be on the thumbnail. But if it's a property tour, take you off the thumbnail, because people really care about the property.
Yeah, I agree. This is more of, hey, this area in Winter Garden, Florida, that we all love. You're showing all this stuff that you want to be that expert. Great, you can have yourself on the. I would test it both ways, even with that too.
Yeah,
but the camera work, like all of that stuff's great. But if you can't get them to click on the video, then all this work is for nothing.
Yeah, these are great shots. Her cameraman's the bomb.com.
Yeah, he's really, really nice.
I concur. It's television quality, honestly. And like the thing is I would love for your stuff to get up to the point like where people are finding it more, because people are turning to television. They're turning to YouTube for their television. Yep. And this is the kind of stuff that you would see on HGTV. And I'd much rather hear it from somebody that's that they can meet and talk to than somebody on the screen that they'll never have a chance to shake hands with. So you have a good opportunity here.
Yeah, I agree. The other thing I've noticed, even though I can't hear, because we've muted it, obviously, but she has a really good presence.
Absolutely.
Like you watch the video and I'm drawn in because she's animated, she's excited, and I don't really know what she's talking about, but it seems like she knows what she's talking about. That just like that right there, these little things, like that is awesome. So your content's great from what I can see. It's really more you're struggling with getting them the click through rate. Yeah, getting them to actually find you.
Yep. Because she looks right in the camera. She's not afraid, obviously.
No. I mean, it looks like just like what you said. It's like a home tour channel that you would see on
HGTV.
Yep, HGTV. 100%.
High quality, high production. She just needs to get found.
Yeah.
Thumbnail, title, work on your description, put those tags in the right spot. Stop being an SEO freak, thinking that SEO is going to find your videos, because it's not. It's not.
Yeah, you actually that brings up a really good point, is that if you spent more time on like your thumbnail and your title, and Kristina knows a little bit about this, then keywords and SEO, then your channel could take off.
Yep. Yeah, it definitely can. I've been there. Yeah, this is great quality stuff. Good quality stuff. Good on you. All right, you're more than welcome to come back as well. I know we didn't cover everything, but at least you got a good way to start. Small tweaks, big peaks. All right, Alex Brendu.
I think we reviewed this last week.
Yeah, I think he updated some stuff though.
Cool.
I think luxury homes updates and everything Nashville. Yeah, he did. I'd still take your name off I'd still take your name off of this, Alex. You don't need your name up here. Everybody knows your name. That's the name of your channel. So take your name off there, and then just put luxury homes, market updates, and everything Nashville.
Yeah. And if you're going to keep your picture on there like that, my suggestion would be to have your picture go all the way down to the bottom and Photoshop out the background so that it's just you and not this profile picture that you stuck on top of the backdrop.
I concur. Yeah, the same thing with we won't change anything about what we're going to say here. Nashville luxury home September market update. There's nothing exciting about that specific title whatsoever, and your thumbnail has too many words.
Yeah, it's very busy. You've got stuff on the bottom that's covered by the actual like runtime, and then you have, I think it's a logo up above that where the skyline is, or something.
It's a logo, and then it's got September market. It's got it's got too much. I mean, obviously he's got some good camera work going, but
right.
Yeah, no. Oh, you can see his microphone right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you a little trick. I mean, with the microphone. So I know, like, I have those same things. I have those, what are they? What are they called?
The Rode?
Yeah, the Rode things. You stick them in there. But what I do is I actually stick a lapel mic into the output of the Rode mic, so that way I can keep my camera way back, and then I just pin that to my lapel, so that way you can't see. Because if you put the freaking Rode up there, it's just a box. I've seen plenty of people do it, but it actually makes it even sound better to use a good microphone. I use a Sennheiser.
Right. Yep. So, I have the same one, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it works really well. So just a FYI on that. I kind of like the little thing hanging down, but some people would be like, "What's that? Is that his life alert?"
Oh man!
Let's look at his about section really quick. All right. Meet your friend in Nashville, Alex. Okay. What do you want to say?
Yeah, like go back to value proposition. You don't want to talk about you. You want to talk about the viewer and what the viewer is going to get by being at your channel.
Yep, I concur.
And this is a simple thing. We've talked about this a lot of times too. You throw this in ChatGPT, copy paste, have it rewrite it. with those little prompts of make it sound more for the viewer and, you know, less about me, and it'll spit it out in 10 seconds and it'll look great.
You know what? Why don't we try that? Okay. Well, let's do this. I'm going to do chat. I have a subscription to the old Chat GPT. Can you make this more for the viewer and less about the realtor? Realtor.
Realtor.
God forbid you say that wrong on a video. My God. Yeah. Ready? Are you ready to explore a vibrant city in Nashville? Are you ready to explore the vibrant city of Nashville like never before? Join us as we uncover the hottest trends and must-do activities, even if you're not a music enthusiast. Dive into the charms of Nashville suburbs, stay updated with local news, and gain valuable real estate insights. We're thrilled to have you be your go-to source for all things Nashville. Boom. Value, yep. value for the viewer themselves.
Yeah. And that took 10 seconds.
Yeah. Yep. Unbelievable. I love me some Chat GPT, man.
Yes. There's some amazing things you can do with that.
You can do it, man. You can do it.
So yeah. So again, just a couple little things like that to tweak it, just to make it more about the viewer. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, can we go back to his channel for a second?
We could, but then what we do? Who was it again? I forgot.
Alex.
Was he the Myrtle Beach guy?
No, bow tie.
I'm trying to find him now. I lost my tab. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back.
You got all excited about Chat GPT.
Yeah, that's what it was. I got so excited, but I'll just go back on this thing. I got so excited about it, and then I lost Alex. Sorry, Alex. There we are. All right, what do you want to do?
I just wanted to see. So, like down at the bottom, he has check out the website, and then it has about Alex. But see how it's not a hyperlink.
He has to verify his account.
Right, and that's what I was going to mention is that you'll need to go in and actually verify it. But even then, if you do that, like. If you're going to put the link there, make it for them to book a call with you or book an appointment or schedule some time, not just to read your about, because again, it goes exactly against what we're doing right here is you're telling about yourself and then you're telling them to read more about you rather than offering value and then saying, hey, I can provide even more value. If you want to book a call with me, I can help you find the stuff that, you know, that nobody knows about this or whatever, you know, I can help you navigate those things. Okay.
All right. Let's go to the next one. I think we did this one too.
Yeah, we did. Okay. This one we did do.
Yeah.
Let me look and see. Maybe those last ones.
I burped. Excuse me.
Did we do?
Can we just talk about his thumbnails really quick?
Yes, let's do.
Okay. There's nothing in the thumbnail or the title that even lets me know what you're talking about. They're building what? And then the letter N and then Myrtle Beach. They're building what in what North? I'm assuming North Myrtle Beach or in Myrtle Beach.
Or is he like in Myrtle Beach? I don't know.
If that was me, I'd make yourself bigger. I would take that red background off. I would show Myrtle Beach and then just have the word what and then an arrow pointing to some vacant land in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, or something that correlates with the thumbnail.
Yeah. And then your title needs to be more specific. The craziest thing they're building in North Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that's where you would put the you know, the location if you're going to do that, not on the thumbnail.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you did one 2 weeks ago, and you're just kind of like randomly floating in the center here.
Yeah, you could easily scale that up to
I
where
think
you're
it's
taking up a
short.
third.
Don't you know what? Don't even do that with the shorts. Don't even make a specific thumbnail.
Yeah,
Just let it ride. Just pick a screen grab and throw it in there on a short. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I'm wondering, I just got confused on like the gym is like, so then he's talking about a gym.
Mm-hmm.
I think what you need to do is kind of come up with some content strategy and
Yeah.
figure out what you're going to make, what this channel's about. Like, are
Mhm.
you doing tours? Are you doing relocation? Are you doing 55 plus? Like what is it that you're doing? And then stay very specific to that. Because it's just a big mix of all different kinds of stuff in there.
Spaghetti against the wall. We know all about that.
Yeah.
We've done it ourselves.
Yes, we have.
We've thrown some spaghetti ourselves. We are master sauce makers. I want you to know we're not picking on you because we were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Thing.
100%. It's just we've realized you get past it. We're trying to help you skip all the hurdles that you will run into if you keep going down that path.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did this one last week.
We did this one last week. There's another one I just sent you in the link that I don't think we've done.
Joe.
Hey, these all showed up at the same time. Did you get it?
Is this the yeah, we just did her, Lauren Hudson.
Yeah, I think there's one more. Let me see here. Give me a second. I'll send it to you.
1, 2.
It's sent. It was done. 1 second.
All right. I think, yeah, I saw this one come in. Oh, but this is the Maureen.
That's the last one we have then. The others I think have looked at the email or something.
Oh. Well, you're the one who put it in there.
I know.
I
can't make a mistake. Come on.
No, you can't make a mistake.
Yeah.
It's like it's
analyze and adjust. We talk about it all the time.
But you're supposed to be the expert, Joe.
Oh, one day. You know what though? The thing that's awesome is that people are actually putting content out and they're trying. And I think the biggest thing is when you're doing that, you get going, you get in your own head, and then sometimes it's just like, oh, why can't I just break through? Why can't I know there's got to be a way that I can get this to get better views. I know there's a way to do this. And the answer is there is a way that you can do it.
There is a really good way that they can do it. And do you know how they can do it?
No, tell me more.
Oh, you would like to know more right now?
Yeah, tell me more.
All they have to do is go to this amazing course that's run by Eves and Kristina Smallhorn, the YouTube extraordinaires, gurus of the YouTube biz. Here's our, I mean, like, we're terrible salespeople. The thing is, we know what we're talking about. If you'd love to know more about building your YouTube channel and building it up the right way and not using silly tricks like SEO, like, you're not going to have to download any specific thing to get your YouTube videos found. We just give you the real hard knocks of learning how to make good content that gets people to click on and get your YouTube channel started off in the right direction.
Yep, 100%. I think that's the biggest thing is if you have a desire and you just feel like you're stuck, we've been there and we know the pains that you're dealing with and how you can overcome those. But it's not you can figure this stuff out. It just will take a while. And what we've done is we've taken this information and compacted into a course that you can take over and over and over again until it clicks, and then your views, your referrals, your leads really go through the roof. And that's really what we want you to do is we want you to be able to get leads. We want you to be able to sell more real estate. And if you want to transition and be like Kristina, where you're just referring out all of the leads and just making content, we have a plan for that too. So it's really more about just understanding a few things to adjust your channels to make them to where you can get so much more exposure, which will give you more leads.
Yeah, look, you got testimonials on here now.
Scott's awesome. He's doing great.
Yeah, Scott is killing it. And we got some other people that are going to be, and you know what? The other thing too is I want to, like, people that don't know us, sometimes you'll find out that when you take this course, that maybe the direction of how you thought what you wanted to do on YouTube completely changes. We have a guy that's been through our course that realized after he got done with everything that, you know what, he doesn't really want to build a YouTube channel at all. What he really wants to do is he really enjoys editing. So the whole thing came down and he's like, I'm making an editing. I think it probably sealed the deal. He already had that in his brain that he really wanted to do that. But once he took our course, I think he thought, you know what? I know now. I definitely know. There's no doubt.
And he's super talented. He's super talented.
Yep. And I think that happens to a lot of people. Like there was one girl that went through our whole course and everything's said and done. I go, you're not a long form creator. You're a short form creator. And that's what you need to be diving into is making shorts. She's like, but I really want to be long form. I'm like, but you're not long form creator. Yeah. So, you know, like you'll find out like there isn't just one way and there's not one creator for every single platform. So you're going to find it. The thing is we give you the direction so you can think a lot clearer of what you want and where you're going from there. So,
right. I think that's the biggest thing I think is that we've been where you're at, and that like when you feel stuck and you feel like giving up, or man, I've put my heart and soul into these videos and I've done all the keywords and I've done everything that I can. I'm not getting the views. Like there is a better way. And the thing is we also have an amazing community that's full of wonderful people that are willing to help, that understand the system that we're teaching, and that they also are, you know, they're giving good advice too, to where it's like this community is just a bunch of people that are like willing to give and willing to grow together, and they're finding success because of that.
I'm going to show them our Discord group because I'm nice like that. But we have a Discord group, and this is where everybody gets to ask their questions about, you know, what's going on in YouTube. And, you know, you get to ask anything you want once you go through the course. And we're all connected and we're here for a lifetime. It's not once you're done with the course, that's it. That's how it works with us.
We're building a community of realtors that are creators that help each other.
Matter of fact, just to let you guys know, Joe and I, when this is done, we'll shut this down. We get all of our stuff together, and then we jump in with our students, and our students get an hour and a half, sometimes an hour, 45 minutes with us. Yeah. So anyways, all right, Mr. Joe Eves, if you guys have any ideas of what you would like us to discuss next week, we will gladly do that. Joe and I are going to actually be in the future, probably at the end of October or in the middle of November, be putting out lots of recorded videos for you to follow along. That isn't part of the course, but it will be really helpful for you. So, you know, it's our free stuff. My favorite.
We're excited about it.
Free. So anyways, be sure that you do subscribe. If you want to know more about our course, just go ahead and visit us on realestatevideogeeks.com. All right, everybody. So long.
Yeah.
Later, taters.
See you later.
Be good. Stay out of trouble.